Coffee is dangerous.
It's good. What's
Mm-hmm.
funny
Coffee
is
is
coffee
dangerous.
really don't wake me up, but I enjoy the taste of coffee. But I had that
Yeah.
AM PM coffee Thursday in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Change
that
your
in a
whole life
while.
perspective on
That
everything,
shit,
on
that
all
shit had you.
coffee,
That,
huh?
sh- that shit had you bouncing, huh?
Had my
No, it had
boy
me
at Trader
throw up in
Joe's
the
the next
morning.
day.
I was back and forth to the bathroom at work because of that AM PM coffee. It
Hogs
was
in that bathroom like I'm gonna get my coffee beans from Trader Joe's from now on. I ain't going to
for real.
that.
I want organic coffee beans.
Bro, I ain't
Hmm.
gonna lie to you. Like it's a trip, dog. Like and I'm not gonna name any like places in particular, but like literally bad experiences have changed my like whole like my whole outlook on like where I do get stuff from whenever I'm eating out. Or like if I'm eating out or if I'm like grabbing something, like it's certain places I'm just not going, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Name them.
I used to go get okay, so I name them. Dog, I used to go get coffee from 7-Eleven every day, right?
Uh-huh.
At night too, right? Because I worked overnight. And I was seeing hella people coming in there, hitting the coffee buttons, grabbing cups, putting them back, put their hand inside the cup, all that kind of shit. Dog, like most people don't most people don't really think like most people don't really think about like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna generalize, but I'm just saying I'm a hella like German. I'm not German like super Germophobic, but I'm Germophobic to a certain extent. Like I had a dude remake my tea one time because he grabbed my coffee cup, put his hand inside my cup. And I was just
Nah.
kind of like, man. And then I seen another dude doing my tea. He was like, he kept fixing his glasses. Then he grabbed my tea bag and shit. And I was just like, nah. I was like, hey man, I was
It's
like, can you
filthy.
make me another one? He was like, what? Like what? And I was just like, yeah, I saw you. I was like, man, I saw you grab my tea bag with your hands, bro. Like, I was like, if you want, you could just give me the water and the tea bags, and I'll do it myself. And
You
they
ain't lick the
did,
tea
and
bags
that's
when you
why,
gave them to you.
huh?
Nothing.
I don't even
It's
know.
it's so it's so crazy because we don't really think about it too much, but it's like say like I work in a company that makes medicine,
Mm-hmm.
and literally we have to wear like certain amount of gowning. It's close,
Mm-hmm.
like it's a closed process, and we're just kind of monitoring the process for the most part, making sure everything stays in parameters. But we
Mm-hmm.
have to be extra gowned up, even if we're not touching the product. We have to have
Yeah.
gloves on. We have to have beard covers. You can have a whole shaved face. You got a
Yeah.
little tiny little stubble. You got to throw
Mm-hmm.
that beard cover on. But
So
it's like
don't that make you overly conscious, like when you stepping in other environments and stuff like that?
nah, not really. I mean, because honestly, now, like to be honest, I don't really eat out that much. Like I'm not with the type of person to really let any like like it ain't even
That's how I think.
and it ain't because I'm a germaphobe. It's literally because like I'm taking a lot more responsibilities on financially that
Yeah.
I got into cooking a little bit and I actually fucking like it. I love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's pretty cool, pretty therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it made me think like I can. It's a lot of stuff that I depend on, like
Yeah.
brands. You go in the stores, like I just don't depend on them as much now because I cook more of my stuff in the house, and it don't mean that all my food is good. Like I don't know the meat market pause, and I don't know every market of food. I know that I get my certain amount of vegetables and fruit from the farmers market. A couple
Mm-hmm.
things that I can't get from the farmers market, I'll get from the store, and then my
Mm-hmm.
meat I go for certain kind of either butcheries, if not like the regular grocery store. But
Yeah.
to turn you off of 7-Eleven real quick, just to segue real quick, when
Uh.
you go into 7-Eleven, just open your nose and tell me what you smell in there. And as soon as you start recognizing how it smells when you walk into 7-Eleven, you probably never gonna want to eat anything out of that place. That
Oh,
shit's
I stopped getting hot dogs years ago from
It's funny
7-Eleven.
man.
you. It's funny you say this, D. You talk about 7-Eleven. I was talking about you earlier to
Uh.
Jason, talking about
Yeah.
AM PM, and I told him about you. He was getting hot dogs at 7-Eleven before.
Yeah.
And I told Jason when I was driving, you do crazy stuff when you got a driving job.
Yeah. You like,
When
hey,
I
this is the
worked
only
at
place I
FedEx,
can stop.
I got a slice of pizza out of 7-Eleven, tore my stomach up.
Mm.
It's some things you don't
You
do.
was
I
hungry.
was hungry. But listen,
Damn.
you talking about cooking at home, Kenny, and I got some I wanted some French fries from Popeyes yesterday. So I
Uh-huh.
go to Popeyes on, what's that, Oleander and not
Yeah, yeah,
Oleander.
yeah. Oleander and Compton Boulevard.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pull in the driveway. Some fries cost like $4.50. I'm like, I ain't buying no fries for $4.50. Yeah, right. Like, give me the number 7, surf and turf. You get some chicken strips, fries, some shrimp, and biscuit for like $7. I'm like, cool, I'll get that. So I go to the window. The little high school chick that's working is rude as fuck. I'm like, I don't even want to pay for this now. The only place I want to go to is where the service workers is nice. In and out, I'm cool. Maybe some Chick-fil-A here and there, they nice. But if your customer service suck, I don't want to support your business. And all of them suck. D-Lou stays at Chipotle, and the kids were doing pull-ups one day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
Bruh, I
I
walk
don't
in
know.
this Chipotle. Hey,
I don't like
look.
going to Walmart no more. If
I
the
walk in.
service and quality is bad, I don't want to spend my money.
You know what's crazy, bro? I wasn't gonna say no names, but Hawk, he throwing them out there tonight. Forget it. Chipotle is actually one of the places that's like on my like. All right,
Hit
I
list.
like Chipotle list, but dog, this particular Chipotle, cuzzo, I walk in there one night fresh off a workout. I'm hungry as a mug, and I'm like, all right, cool. About to go get me a double chicken bowl. I'm about to get some guacamole. I don't care what it costs. You know what I'm saying? You know when you that hungry, you like your shit 25, 17. You like whatever, nigga. Let me get look, add one of them fizzy drinks to it too. You know? I go in there, man. I see my dudes in there. They doing no lie, bro. They doing pull-ups on the freezer door. Pull up on the freezer door. They playing all kind of crazy shit in the background. Like they not listen. They not playing the Chick-fil-A sound, the Chipotle soundtrack. They playing their own whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I'm like, man, I ain't even tripping on the cast. I'm like, man, shit, I'm just here to get my food and go home. You know what I'm saying? I can still see them cooking it, so that's all that matters. And I'm like, man, he like, what's up, man? What can I get you? I'm like, let me get a chicken bowl, white rice, you know, pinto with black beans. He's like, yeah, we ain't got no chicken right now. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, ain't got no chicken. I'm like, I'll take the beef. They're like, we don't got no beef yet right now. I'm like, damn. In my mind, I'm like, there's no sense of urgency. Like Chipotle, I'm pretty sure it's cracking until they close. There's always somebody walking in there. It's like, y'all ain't got no chicken, y'all ain't got no beef. I felt kind of entitled, and part of me wanted to call corporate because I'm just like, yo, they in here doing pull-ups and push-ups and shit. No lie. No lie. They literally doing pull-ups. He like, I bet you can't do it, bro. Oh. And they was having a good time. And I'm like, man, to what Hawk was saying, and what I started to realize, and I respect all service workers and everybody, you know, whatever, because you know a lot of these places, man, they hire younger people because they don't want to, you know, I don't think they want to really pay people what people really need to make to survive out here. And so they just hire, you know, whoever willing to apply, you know, some high school kid. And it's just is different levels of like respect. And it's like, I mean, I'm not judging no team, because when I was 7, me and Hawk was working at Abercrombie together. me and Hawk was models at Abercrombie. I remember the manager walking in, and she was like, what are you doing? We was like, we models. Remember that, Hawk? She walked in like, what are you doing? We was like, we models. And like we was so like so keep it pushing, like, you know what I'm saying, like mind your business. And next thing you know, we got called to the back. They like, yeah, you know, such, and that's when we found out that was like, I don't know, she might have been like one of the owners or something of the store or something, huh, Hawk? Because it was she was more
like 20s.
No, but I'm saying like I could have sworn she wasn't like the store manager. She was like over that chain or something. Like it was bigger. Cause our store manager was old girl. I can't remember her name. It's the sister, whatever. She was our store manager. But that chick was above her. She might have been like the district area manager, whatever. I don't know. But I'm just saying that to say I remember being that age and being at so many places like hiring like younger people. It just kind of turned me off from like eating out. And if I do go out, I go somewhere like In-N-Out, because, you know, In-N-Out, they paying their workers pretty good from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I like
decent.
Yeah, you know, Chick-fil-A, everybody always nice. They always smiling. Everybody getting you stuff, you know, extra shakes and shit. Like, oh, you know, here's another shake because we didn't have your fries ready. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be looking in my bag. I find cookies and brownies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's happy. They all got, you know, sweaters and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain places that, like, you know, and like I said, I'm not gonna name names, but I just know that, like, and then matter of fact, I'll piggyback on the Walmart thing. What Hawk said. I can't stand Walmart. Walmart to me is, from a bargaining perspective, Walmart to me is like the best. You could go there and you can get everything everybody in the house needs for $50. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But this whole lockup shit they doing now, where you gotta buzz somebody to come get the deodorant, you gotta buzz somebody to get some toothpaste and shit. That's just ridiculous. To me, it's like one of the most obvious forms of like, we don't fuck with y'all, we don't trust y'all, but we want your money. And it's just kind of like, man, get that shit out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather go spend the extra $2 at Target, which is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying, by the way. But yeah, this video probably
ain't no winning. Ain't no winning. Since we talking down on brands, I got one more to talk down on. Since we talking down,
say that we just ain't gonna hashtag them. That way they can't see that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, you know, if you guys want to be future sponsors, we're open to take this video
on everything.
down.
Just change some of that bullshit.
Yeah, you know, just give us some love. You know, show us a couple
unlock the deodorant. Niggas shouldn't have to wait 20 minutes to get deodorant.
Yeah, bro. I'm musty now, bro. I want deodorant now. I'll pay for it now, bro. Give me that.
I mean, I got somewhere to be. Goddamn, like, you know, it's one lady with one
batteries up at Walmart. Batteries.
Hey, batteries.
That make more sense than deodorant.
But nah,
you can put that shit on in the store, really.
D-Lou, you know how you said you was at Chipotle and like it was like, oh, we ain't got no chicken. Oh, we ain't got no beef. I don't know what the hell they like. I don't know what they expect you to eat, but I had a similar experience at Jamba Juice, bro. And like anytime I go to a spot and I see this machine, bro, it's going down, bro. Like I see this machine, I know what's up, bro. It's literally bro, one of these days it costs about like 5 to 7 racks, and I'm gonna buy this one. It's that fresh squeezed orange juice machine.
I was gonna say that.
If you see that machine, it's like a box.
It's like a little tennis ball.
I know what you're talking about.
They got like 2 ramps of orange, like you could put oranges down there, and it goes down there and it squeezes, and it just disposes the peelings to the side. So ultimately,
you know what's crazy? You gonna need a lot of oranges, though.
You said what?
You need a lot of oranges to make a good amount of orange juice.
Hey, Hawk, I'm not buying a house if it don't got an orange or a lemon tree. I'm gonna just tell you like this. I don't even want the lemon tree. I don't really want the lemon tree. That's like knowing that like I've been to people's houses and they had orange trees, and like I would just take the oranges. My girl, she had a squeezer. I would just make orange juice all the time, fresh squeezed orange juice. Even if you don't have the best oranges, they're gonna come out good. But for this particular day when I was at Jamba Juice, I'm like, hey, it's okay if I get a fresh squeezed orange juice. She was like, oh well, we don't have any pre-made orange juice. And I'm like, well, that's an orange juice maker machine right there. And you guys got like 20 oranges right there. You can't make me any orange juice. She's like, no, sorry, we can't do it. Like she was, like you're saying, D-Lou, she was young, she was a teenager. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? All right,
that was her fight for the day.
I was like, let me just go. Like, let me not even push her. Cause she's a younger woman. Like, I was a young sales associate in Levi's and Gap back in the day. But I do know for sure, like, my customer service is a little bit different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought my Levi's and Gap job was really important. So I valued that shit. So it's like, it was important. I treated my job a little bit differently. I felt like, the rep was treating her job. But ultimately, I didn't want to give her no bad day. I don't feel like giving her no lip. I was like, I'm just getting orange juice another day, bro. Like, I'm just eat spit at this moment. I'm just.
I think I told Hawk this story, and I don't know if I told you this story. This happened to me on Monday.
What's that?
I had finished my route, and I saw an acai bowl spot, and I'm like, I'm gonna go give me some acai. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm on my healthy shit today. Even though I know this kind of like might have hella sugar, but whatever. It's cut up fruit, whatever. When I was walking out, one of the workers was taking the trash out, and he seen my truck. He like, that's you? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? You trying to get down with the city? He like, fuck the city, like that. No exaggeration. I'm not exaggerating how he said it so aggressively. He was like, fuck the city. I was like, man, shit, they been good to me. It just showed a difference in age, right? I'm like, shit, they been good to me. Whatever. He like, yeah, they good to you, but what about the people? What about the streets? Whatever. I'm like, man, shit, blame your politicians. He like, fuck the politicians. He go all in. I'm like, man, I live here too. But in that moment, I'll speak on what we speaking on. It's just kind of like, I just saw like, it's just different, man, nowadays. And I know we sounded old as fuck and like hella critical, like young people. And that's not our intention. That's not my intention, at least. It's like, at the end of the day, bro, like, these are the people that, these companies is hiring. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't hire some angry 17-year-old and you wondering why like your sales is going down and why. Cause now we actually know what it feel like to be a loyal customer. Like I'm pretty sure we all have places that we go to all the time. You know what I'm saying? Where like they just know where we coming in and what we getting because they know we come all the time. What's up? Would you go ahead?
No, I said we regulars.
Yeah, you just regulars. And it's just kind of like, man, at the end of the day, like you can't blame the consumers or saying all this and this and that. It's like y'all cutting corners and the customer's gonna cut corners. And it was just like, man, this kid was just hella angry. And it was kind of coming off as like, man, for lack of better words, like, we don't even go there like that. But it just kind of came off like kind of hating. And like the crazy part about it was I was actually looking out for the young dude. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna try to help him the same way I got on. It's like at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I know what you might be experiencing. I was there. Y'all know I done had 20 jobs. Literally, I done had about 15 of them. No exaggeration. And it's just kind of like, man, at the end of the day, and G was supposed to be on here tonight, actually. You know what I'm saying? And man, this would have been perfect to have him on here. I should have hit him.
Would you 19?
Gerald.
No, I said, is he 19 now?
Nah, he only 17.
He's still, oh, damn.
And he trying to get a job. I told him, I said, bro, apply. I told him to apply to all the food places. I'm like, bro, you definitely got way more like mannerisms than a lot of these kids and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes for you to sit down with somebody and you'll be a manager before you turn 18. And it's just like, bro, get your money, eat the food for free, nigga, because you can eat that shit still and still have energy afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta ask your mama for no food, and then you got food every night, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And get ready for college football if that's what you're gonna do, or get ready for whatever it is you're trying to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like he wants a job. He's very eager to have one, and it's just kind of like, man, right now they giving him away to his age group. You know what I'm saying? And we experiencing that. It's just quality is just.
Man, fuck that. Down. Fuck. I mean, forget. Excuse me. I fuck. Well,
yeah, last time we watched our last episodes, we trying our best to like work on our language on this one.
Yeah, because I was cussing like Lieutenant Dan on Forrest Gump, bro. I was cussing.
We was too comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
But now I mean,
we all do.
I work in manufacturing. I think cussing is English in manufacturing, but ultimately
labor jobs in general.
You already know how I told you.
Talk to your boss like that. Like, I ain't want to do that shit today. Boss be like, well, get the fuck out of here then. Like, all right.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. No love lost, no job firing, nothing.
But I tell G to just hop right into the work field. Like, bro, like, because you ain't going to get no real money. Like, all right. First 2 jobs I had was at Santa Monica Promenade. And for people who don't know Santa Monica Promenade, it's a very popular area shopping.
I know you worked there, cuz
2 different. I worked at Gap and I worked at Levi's, like almost 10 years.
Levi's. Is it 3rd Street or 2nd Street?
3rd Street. Yeah, so super popular tourist.
Probably was a problem down there for them kids, for them chicks. Whoa, look at him.
hey, but not too much. My girl watches. She tuned in right now. That's my baby.
Wasn't not a problem like that. You just making sure they pay full price. They expect. They expect discounts. We like, nah, this is what it costs.
Exactly. But ultimately it was just like bro, this is it's almost comical. I don't even know why I even worked there ever. And I worked 2 jobs there. And it's like, bro, we'll literally have to pay for parking there. It wouldn't be any free parking. The only free parking you will have is almost a mile away.
No, so it's like a mug.
I was like damn near skateboarding to work. I ain't skateboard. I had to get good wheels and stuff to like just roll smooth. But ultimately I was just telling him to just hop in the work field because it's competitive. Corporate's gonna be competitive, and you're only gonna get older. And it's like if you don't want it, all you literally got to do is put a 2-week notice in and just stop working after your 2 weeks notice. Like
you gotta do that.
I mean, you kind of do because like I know some people
they hire you back.
Hell no, they won't, bro. Not my job. Like we done got some people that no call, no show.
This is my philosophy with 2-week notices. I only give 2-week notices to jobs that respect me. If you don't respect me, I don't respect you. These companies don't love you.
Yeah.
You just a number. So like the company where I left, because they showed so much love to all the people that work for them, and they looked out for you, like really looked out for you. it was respectful for me to give a 2-week notice. But for the BS little jobs like Taco Bell that you work, you ain't never going back there.
And I got
the
same
that
sentiment.
Bridge on fire and keep on walking.
I got the same sentiment, and it's like, why work at these food places or why work at these retail places if you're not even gonna reference? Like, okay, if I plan on being a technician or I plan on being an engineer or I plan on doing construction, like I wouldn't even. I mean, nothing to what you just said about G. Like, I wouldn't even push G Lou in the working in the food spot. I wouldn't even push G Lou working in that. Like, either you want money or you don't want money.
But I think people, I think the reason they do those jobs, this is my perspective. Some of them might like at the gym. Some of the people in school trying to figure out what they want to do, so they get a little BS job just to kill time, figure out what they're going to do, and then once they figure it out, then they try to get to that job.
True.
But like most people know these jobs is dead end, and this ain't the end all be all for them. What?
Not 18-year-old me.
Because I thought you was about to say some crazy shit right now. I was like, oh shit.
Not 18-year-old me. I thought I was stacking.
People. Yeah, you thought you was doing something, but you're young, you in school, and you just want to make some money while you in school, so you get a little easy job that can support you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, my whole thing was when I told G, was you finished, bro? Because I didn't want to cut you.
No. Go ahead, bro.
My whole thing when I told G that was, he eager to get some money in his pocket. Young kid, relationship, very, very, very dope young lady that he's with. You know what I'm saying? She's family. And he just kind of like, they like to go out and stuff like that. And I don't discourage it. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, my nephew, a 4.0 student, always maintained 4.0. His whole education, you know what I'm saying, all the way up. He's always been top tier honor roll student. So that already is in the bag. It's just like, the kind of kid where it's hard to tell him like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing everything he's supposed to do. I just told him, I'm like, man, look, if you're really trying to get some money, bro, like, this is my 15th job, literally. I was a enumerator. I was a warehouse worker.
A model.
I was a phone telemarketer. I was a model, quote unquote. I was a water delivery man. I was a beer delivery man.
Security.
A few of the security jobs. I done did about
Pepsi.
Pepsi. I was a stocker, a merchandiser. I was a medical driver. Literally, I done had hella jobs, and like I ain't gonna drop this gym because I'm working on this book, and I've been working on it for a while. But at the end of the day, I never really looked at a job for like what it represents. I just always looked at my jobs as money. And like this job that I have now makes the most sense because it's just kind of like people need what I do now for sure. Access to, but like shit, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm a trash man, and it makes the most sense because at the end of the day, it's like people need that shit. You need that shit to be picked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need that shit to be picked up. You need it to be disposed. You know what I'm saying? Because it could become a health hazard. And at the end of the day, it just makes sense. So it's just like, but all of my other jobs, it didn't really, nothing about them was really like, oh man, like I delivered beer, bro. That's a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like
for America right there, beer delivery guy.
Yeah, hey, that's job security right there. What you talking about?
And I guess you could say when I worked at Nestle, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when I worked at Nestle, the same thing. I was like, people was hella like, I didn't even, that's when I learned about the different types of water. I just was like, yo, we drink water from the water fountain, like from the water hose, man. People like, is that distilled? Is that unfiltered? Is that a spring? Is that purified? Is that like, I'm like, damn, it's like 12 different types of waters. I didn't even know that. Is that alkaline? Like, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And then like for people to really, and it's crazy because I'm kind of like that now. Like I like spring water. I don't like purified water, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that type of stuff come with age. But moral of the story, my whole thing with G is just like, and even Z, you know what I'm saying, throwing Z in there. Like my whole thing with them young dudes is just like, hey man, get you some money. Don't be too proud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta build a resume before you can even get a good job. Like they want to see what you did before that. And it's kind of crazy because you're just like, damn, how I'm supposed to have a resume and I'm 19?
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like, yo, get it where you can get it, put your pride to the side, and make it make sense. My girl worked at Fridays when I was going and I was playing college football in my earlier days. I'm passing the mic because I'm getting long-winded. And like, bro, like I low-key ate off of her, bro. Like she was bringing me food every night, bro. Every night I was eating Fridays. Every night. And because of her, like I had a chance of playing football. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was able to lift weights and maintain muscle mass and shit because I was eating hella salt, all of that damn Jack Daniels wings and French fries and
Burgers.
garlic bread and cheeseburgers and all that shit. Like, but if I didn't have her, bro, I probably would have dropped weight like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't eating like that. And I was just glad that she worked at a food spot. Like, I felt like, you know, that ain't why I married you, babe. You know that. But at the end of the day, like, shit, I felt like I was winning for real. I was like, your girl work at AT&T, nigga. My girl work at Fridays, and we eating every night. We eating good too. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Lucci used to be like, hey, see if she can get the Jack Daniels burger.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, nah, man.
That nigga was
I was
trying to
getting
run
hella
the play.
defense. So like, nigga, I'm like, nah, she can't get the Jack Daniels. I'm like, can you get that Jack Daniels burger? She's like, I got it. She bring it to the crib. Nigga, I had that in the room. Me Jack Daniels burger.
Yeah.
Double bacon cheese, you know what I'm saying? The ribs, all that. Like,
Leave
you
my
know,
guy brother hang.